Hello and welcome back to Operation Fifth Void. I'm your host, Forgotten Void, and this week we are going over the super cruiser Siegfried. For this battle, we're going to go into defensive naval station Newport. Now, before we go to the battle, a little bit about the ship. Siegfried it's a super cruiser. She's basically an upgraded version of Gneisenau at tier 7. No, so Gneisenau is tier 7, so this is tier 9. So she has a similar armor layout, little bit less armor than Gneisenau. So Gneisenau has better armor, but they both share the 27 millimeter bow. They both share having 6 guns of 380 millimeter guns, which makes this one of the largest caliber. When she came out, she had the largest caliber of guns for a cruiser, and then Sevastopol came out, and then Vyazma came out. Well, Vyazma is now removed from the game again, but Vyazma had the largest guns for cruiser for a while. But um, Siegfried is still easier to get. She's still available and is cheaper than Sevastopol. So, and she was also the first. Had her feature, like when she came out, she had good secondaries, and then the captain skill rework, and then her secondaries became mediocre. And so, even though she is a German ship and she doesn't have many guns, her secondaries are mediocre, so you shouldn't really build into them. Her main gun is her biggest feature because she has cruiser accuracy in the main gun. So instead of battle cruiser accuracy, like all the other large cruisers with large caliber guns, she actually gets cruiser accuracy, meaning that her guns are very accurate. Now, and something I like right here is torpedoes. This makes them more difficult to get knocked out in PvE modes. In PvP modes, this is a trap for armor piercing shells, but in PvE mode, this is just this is protection from a high explosive, and so it has its upsides and it has its downsides. And I'll talk a little bit about PvE versus PvP for the ship because this is technically a better PvP ship than it is for PvE. So with that and to equipment, so we focus on main guns. So we have concealment system here for the dispersion mostly. Also, she is pretty her detectability is pretty bad. Oh, we damage control system. So the options are prop mod or damage control system, but you generally want damage control system because she has the 60-second fires and you can't get the skill, so you have to use the damage control system plus the flags to reduce the fires and flooding down to a reasonable time. We have aiming system mod 1 because we are doing main guns. Same reason why we're doing main battery mod 3 for the reload because she has some of the longest reload for a main gun on a cruiser. We have damage control system to reduce the chance of getting fire. Not like it actually helps because we still get set on fire a lot. And then main battery mods to reduce the incapacitation of our main guns and our torpedoes because those are what matters, not anything else. Nothing else here is really worth taking. So signals are here. We also go with Charlie Kilo for a little bit more HP. We have November Foxtrot, so that ship consumables, mainly our heal. Reload time is faster. We have this for a better heal, so that our heal can we can actually restore 20% more. And then for the skills, these are the captain skills that I am using. We are using priority target. So first is grease the gears. We do not take a gun feeder because we don't swap gun types. Again, I don't know why this is recommended. you just use armor piercing. That's what the ship is. You just use armor piercing. It's German battleship caliber. So, like I was explaining last week with the Hanover, I'm not sure if you it was heard well, but the German battleship caliber guns do more armor piercing damage to destroyers or as an overpen than their HE pens. So it's better to just use armor piercing the entire time. So then we do priority. So we do grease the gears for our artillery, basically to counter out the slot 6 debuff. Priority target, so we know who's looking at us. Superintendent to get the extra heal. That's really the big thing is for the extra heal. Heavy armor piercing shells, since we're only using armor piercing, might as well get a little bit more out of them. We have adrenaline rush for the main battle reload time. We do have pack a punch for the secondary firing range and torpedo damage. We actually do use both of them, but this one it can go away if you want to save these 3 points for something else. And then we have top grade gunner for our main battery reload time. In this case, it also helps with our secondaries. We are kind of building into secondaries. So our secondaries actually have a range of 10 kilometers with these. But again, you don't have to build this way. You can take this out and use those 3 points elsewhere and do more HP. You can do 4 points to have radio location so you know where things are. If you're doing PvP, you take this out and you go for concealment expert. Or maybe you do eye in the sky so that you're going back and using your spotter plane the entire time and facing ships at as long range as you can in Siegfried. So with that, we will go ahead and hop into battle. So here we have Louisiana, Republic, Heisen, Vries, Siegfried, Aegir, Michelangelo. As you notice, there are 4 supercruisers in this game. We are one of them. And so that means that there's actually not that much DPM. We're all heavy hitters. And that's actually the ideal game for Siegfried to do well. So we're going to move up. We have a Satsuma, York, Hipper. Okay, so the easy to Citadel Italian cruiser was replaced by Satsuma. Fine. So we're just going to go ahead. Since this is a center spawn, we don't know if it's going to be left or right. So we're going to go through this, go to the center and actually try to go into there. And then once we're in the center, then we will adjust based on where the next spawn is. And of course, we're going in. You just go full in. But here, we're not going into the middle where the other ships can shoot us. We're taking one of the side routes. If you are far away from it, then you kind of... If you're far away from the side routes, or one of the sides where they spawn, then you can... It's okay to sit there and shoot bow in. But we had a really good spawn, so where we spawned was good for flanking the enemy, and so that's what we're doing. There we go, 5k against the York. Now for the Hipper, we are actually going to use our torps since they have reloaded. And use our guns against the Hipper. I use our hydroacoustic search because torpedoes are going to come our way, and we're actually going to turn in. And also there's motorboats. And so now we see the torps have been launched, so we are going to turn. And we are actually going to start shooting at Satsuma because Hipper is down. Okay, Satsuma, take some 380 millimeter shells. Ooh, 41k from 3 citadels. Oh, not many cruisers could do this. And we don't even have since even though this is flagship, we don't even have the battleship flagship thing. So we're gonna just throw torps out this way because they're gonna reload. Or we got the buff a little bit too late. Or too early. It's fine. Our secondaries will work on the motorboats. That's what they're there for anyways. There's Wacky's picking out the buffs. I mean, when the torpedo boats bring you the buffs, it's really nice. Should be getting the 4th buff here shortly. So we're just doing this for fun. Also, by picking up the buffs, that's ribbons, and the more different kinds of ribbons you get, the better your results are at the end. So picking up a buff or two is worth XP. Plus, that means our torpedo tubes reload faster. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move up and use this island as cover. Because I don't want to be shot at too much by another Satsuma. Ow. Like that. Oh, I had torpedoes launched for the Kitakaze, and then Kitakaze disappeared from Republic shells. The whole battleship doing full pen damage. Ugh. Battleship shells doing full pen damage against destroyers. If you haven't seen that video, click the link for the it's a Colombo video that I should try to remember to put up. And then you can see what happens when battleship shells get full pen against destroyers. I mean, we also picked it. It's mostly because, you know, these torpedo boats, we want to take less damage from those torpedoes. Ugh. Ah, there's the 5th buff. Just delivered to us. Oh no, I'm on hydro. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, it's the Freddy's hydro. See, so by going around this way, we're not really in battle. But also, the thing is, by going around, we can't really shoot back. But we're getting into a position where we can shoot them without really them focusing on us because we are behind them. And now with the 3rd wave spotting in, we are going to use this island again and say, no. I tried throwing torps out that way. It didn't work. Only 2 of them pass. Just because, like, I can. Maybe I'll hit something. Maybe I won't. Every torp you don't fire is a miss. So Satsuma, take our front guns. And get barely any damage. There comes Satsuma firing at us. We actually have good side armor, so if they shoot our belt when we're angled, then that means we don't take damage. Yay for Battlecruiser heavy armor. Siegfried actually has really good side armor. It's her nose that's the weak point. It's still a 27mm bow. We've already lost to Louisiana. Oh wow. They were frontlining in a backline battleship. Go secondaries. Go, take out these motorboats. So, knowing that I'm going to be shot at as soon as possible, and I don't want to be torps, and I still have motorboats to deal with. There we go. That's why I was beaching and making sure that the enemy couldn't really shoot at us. So that is one thing about super cruisers, since they don't have any survivability captain skills. When Siegfried first came out, she could build into survivability. She could also build really well into secondaries. They took away both of those abilities. You can extend the range of secondaries, and that's it. You can't increase their accuracy. Oh, there goes Venezia. And let's throw torps at Hindenburg. And speed up again, because Hindenburg is going to throw torps back. Hello, Hindenburg. Take a citadel. So now my torps will absolutely be able to kill you. I don't need to throw my Hydra out to know that there's torps in the water. Hello, Clausewitz. Okay, now we're going to turn to the right. Oh, only 4 overpens. See? Torpedoes. Since the middle wave was on this side, that means that the last wave will also be on this side. So, not the last wave. Since the middle wave was on this side, that means that Des Moines and the 2 chasing cruisers will be on this side. So we are moving to get into position for the chasing cruisers. And so, since, yeah, our aircraft carrier, Des Moines. That'd be a funny name for an account, aircraft carrier Des Moines. Only people who play ops would understand that. So, because we know that it would spawn over here, we're already getting ready. This spawn is always on the last side to get a wave. So since it was middle, the last side was the second wave, and that's where they spawn. If it's side, middle, side, then it's where the last wave spawn. On that side is where Romero spawns and is chased by 2 cruisers. This only happens if you destroy all the enemies before the main attack starts. If you prevent them from entering but don't destroy all of them, then the main attack starts and you don't get Des Moines to support, and you lose a star. So Des Moines is specifically tied to the destroying all the enemies, which thankfully we are able to do with our lack of DPM. So we're going to go ahead and say, have some torps, Clausewitz, because I don't think I can citadel you. And I don't want armor piercing against my side. There we go, 2 full pens. That's nice. Ow! 21k. It could only be from Yamato. Ow. Okay, well now Yamato's looking at someone else, and we only have Clausewitz looking at us. Clausewitz has swapped to armor piercing. It's decent 4k, but we can work with it. And as you see, we are working with a single torpedo tube. But since we have all 3 torpedo buffs, it reloads really quickly. Okay, our torps are ready again. We're gonna throw our torps again. Hello, Clausewitz. Take some more overpens. Oh, full pen. Nice. So we have our hydro active again because we want to see those torps. We're actually going to go in the middle of them. Go ahead and activate our DCP because I'm not going to get hit by a torp because I'm that confident. We get one torp hit. Let's throw. I threw that just to be sure, but apparently he died to Michelangelo. That's fine. And hello, Yamato. That's 30k from all 100% accurate salvo, but only 2 of them were citadels. We're throwing torps because we can. They're not going to hit. Oh, rear turret, double citadel. We're going to heal back to counteract this fire. And now we're going to go, just go bow in for a while as we chase down the rest of the enemy. Starting with the Satsuma. We are not going to be set on fire for a while, so I'm going to make sure that we're not set on fire. Or we're not burning anymore. Keep our HP decent. 13,000. And yeah, here we are. Ooh, there we go. 2 citadels on that Satsuma. That's nice. Unfortunately, Siegfried also suffers from the German lack of pen for their for their armor piercing, which is both good and bad. It means that you're more likely to get full pens than over pens. And do we get it? We did get it? Oh no, we aimed slightly over. We weren't able to get it, and Des Moines was able to pick it up. Now we'll just fire at Preußen. And so this is where, you know, the accuracy, it's both a blessing and a curse. It's, if you're accurate, then it hits. If you're not accurate, then it doesn't hit. Because she does have this cruiser accuracy at long range. This is why that she's more of a PvP ship, is because here we are at long range and penning, whereas at close range, we like she has some oops, we're firing at the mountain. But yeah, no, that she has long range, really good accuracy at long range. And so in PvP, she can be in the back and pretty much be sniping with battleship caliber guns as a cruiser. Oops. We were too low. Those are definitely going to miss. And that's a straddle. Oh well. This was a good victory. We have 400k damage. Here we are, 1.5 million credits, 9 kills. I mean, although several of those were torpedo boats. So as you see, she's not very much on main guns. And the torpedoes, you definitely, if you really want to do high damage in ops, you actually need to go in and get to use those torpedoes. Whereas in PvP, those torpedoes are more of just a self-defense weapon. You should really kind of ignore them. We actually get second on the team, 24k base XP versus Michelangelo. A really good ship, is top. And Aggie, so yeah. I mean, to be fair, all these players here, they are good. Wacky just kind of got unlucky with the Louisiana there. As for damage, we have Auschwitz and Hindenburg, and these were ones where we did torpedoes 35k, torpedoes 26k, and then a lot of motorboat. Here our main guns are doing the damage. So the torpedoes brought us a nice 84k damage to supplement our 29k, 290k from main battery, and then 36k from our secondary battery. So our secondary battery did get us a few kills, motorboats, and since we were in range with our secondary battery being 10 kilometers, we did get quite a few hits. But as you notice, it's only slightly more than our main battery. And you notice our main battery, we had, what's that, 75% accuracy, a little bit over 75% accuracy, whereas secondary battery, 10% accuracy. It's a big difference. And so the main battery is definitely where you're going to get your damage, even with the low number of shells. Aim for those citadels. Damage taken, fires not so much. It was mostly armor-piercing shells. High explosive was the next. So shells, we took a lot of damage, but that's normal for a super cruiser. As for credits, we were running blues, and that's why we had 1.5 million. It was a nice game. What, five? No. So base credits, this is your base earning, is 400 credits, 400,000 credits, and then it goes up to premium. And then this is where the modifications are taken from. So that is why when you have premium, you get a lot more with boosters than if you are not running premium. I'm not saying go out and buy premium. All my premium comes from super containers. So, you know, if you want premium, go get all the super containers during the anniversary event. And get Santa containers during the Christmas event. That's where my premium comes from. Now, and since our commander is not 21 points, most of it goes into commander XP, and very little is elite commander XP. But we still get a nice round number for 10,000 free experience. It's a good amount of free experience. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, then give it a thumbs down or do whatever. Leave a comment of what can be done better. I do try to take your advice and I do take suggestions for what ships to play. This was on the poll and it was requested, and I do enjoy this ship. I enjoy the cruiser accuracy on battleship caliber guns. It's a funny gimmick. But yeah, no. I am not home at the moment. When I come back, I will probably put another poll up or do some more battles. That said, I do hope you enjoyed this flashback to operations with flagships, and I hope to see you again next week. Have a good one.